Hi everybody, my name is Sarah and welcome back to EdZOOcating Adventures. I am so excited today because we are talking about one of my all-time favorite animals, and this animal is a little bit odd. It's got a purple tongue that's 18 inches long and it holds a world record. It is the tallest animal on land. And if you haven't guessed it yet, we are talking about giraffes today, so let's get right into it. While many of us are familiar with giraffes as the tallest animal on land, there's actually several different types of giraffes. Now there's a little bit of debate between scientists on how many species and subspecies exist, but what we do know is in different parts of Africa, we find different types of giraffes. Regardless how many types of giraffes exist, all giraffes are found in sub-Saharan Africa, on savannas, or in woodlands. They live in places where there are lots of acacia trees and bush willows and myrrh trees that they use for food and for hiding. And the closest living relative of the giraffe is a slightly shorter animal known as an okapi, and we're going to talk about some of the similarities between those two right now. Like okapis, giraffes are herbivores, which means they only like to eat plants. Though they do eat many parts of the plant. Giraffes will eat leaves, buds, twigs, fruit, flowers, many different parts of the plant. And also like okapis, and also like animals like cows, deer, or sheep, giraffes are ruminants, which is kind of a fancy word that has to do with their digestion. Ruminants are animals that are able to eat their food and swallow it and keep it in part of their stomach, and then later they can regurgitate it, chew it again, and then finish digesting it in a different part of their digestive system. And this is really helpful for animals because it allows them to eat a lot all at once and then digest it later when they're resting in a more protected space. Giraffes are able to reach all of their favorite foods because, no surprise, they're very tall, and this actually helps reduce competition with other herbivores in Africa. Giraffes can use their very long neck, which can be 6 feet long, to reach food that other herbivores cannot reach. Now, even though their neck can be 6 feet long, they actually have the same number of bones in their neck that you and I do. In fact, almost every single type of mammal has 7 bones in their neck. Their long neck and their long legs help them to reach way up high into the branches, but when it comes to getting their food, they have something else they can use: a very long purple tongue. Giraffes have a tongue that can be about 18 inches long, and they can use it to wrap around branches to pull off leaves and fruit. Now, this tongue is also purple. And the reason it's purple is because it has a lot of melanin in it. Melanin is the same stuff that gives our hair and our skin its color, and a high concentration of melanin actually prevents sunburn. Giraffes spend so much time during the day eating with their tongue sticking out that it's purple to help prevent getting a sunburn. Being so tall definitely helps giraffes get their food, but when it comes to getting things off the ground, that makes it a little bit more challenging. Giraffes have a hard time drinking water from the ground. In fact, when they do, they have to splay their front legs and lean all the way forward. But most of the moisture that giraffes need, most of the water they need, they actually get it from dew that forms on the leaves that they're eating anyways. Being tall makes it hard to drink water, but it does help them keep an eye out for predators. They can see far across the environment for animals like lions, hyenas, or even leopards that might try to take down a giraffe. Giraffes do have incredible camouflage. When they're in a woodland, their colorations and their patterns help them blend in really well. If they do get spotted by a predator, all hope is not lost because giraffes have a weapon, and that weapon is their hooves. Giraffes have very large, strong hooves and strong legs, and their kick is powerful enough to kill a lion if they get them in the right spot. So they can use their hooves as a weapon, but they do also have another weapon, and that weapon actually happens to be on their head. The horn-like structures that giraffes have on their head are called ossicones. And when giraffes are first born, they're made out of cartilage, and they're soft and squishy like our noses and our ears, which are also made out of cartilage. But then over the first couple months of the giraffe's life, they go through a process called ossification. And those flat, squishy ossicones actually harden and become taller and stand upright. And then, like we said, male giraffes can use them in competition with other males. If they're fighting over food or fighting over a female, they actually use their head as a weapon when they fight. After males compete for a female and one of them wins, they mate, and then the female giraffe is pregnant for about 15 months before she has just one baby giraffe. That baby can run about 10 hours after being born. But think about how important that is given the lions, hyenas, and leopards that we discussed before. Baby giraffes will stay with their moms for about 2 years. Males will sometimes go off and find their own group. Females tend to kind of stay near or within their original herd. But giraffe social structures are really flexible. Their groups are kind of always changing, growing in size or shrinking, or changing between males and females or young and old in the group. So giraffe social structures are changing all the time. Whether we're talking about giraffes in a herd or giraffes alone, whether we're talking about giraffes fighting predators or giraffes fighting other giraffes, whether we're talking about there being one species or 4 species of giraffes, it does not matter. They are still one of the most amazing and well-adapted animals in the world, and I hope you have a brand new appreciation for them. All right, you guys, we are all done with our giraffe lesson today. If you would like to test your knowledge and do quizzes, games, and activities, please check out our EdZOOcating Adventures website. The link is below, and we'll see you guys next time.